What? Servers busy. Alright, oh, people picking gold ship. Not surprised. I thought about it too. Especially after that one YouTuber recommended it. Or a few of them, really. Alright, but I feel like I've got a chance. I've got a fighting chance. Especially after the practice runs against that Taishin.
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。アグネスタキオンとタイキシャトル、この2人が競り合っているぞ。これから第2コーナーへかかっていきます。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気ゴールドシティ。先頭をかけますアグネスタキオン。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは東海帝王タイキシャトル。3番手向こう正面に入って先頭はアグネスタキオン。花を奪っていたのはアグネスタキオン。続きました東海帝王1馬審査タイキシャトル、5馬審査キングヘイロー、ゴールドシティ。この位置につけています。少し離れて2番ナイスネイチャー、それを見るように7番ゴールドシップ、4番ゴールドシップ続いている。
Oh, they're getting paced down.
アグネスタキオン先頭を進みますが、これは正解でしょうか。ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。一息つけるといいですが。順位を振り返っていきます。先頭アグネスタキオン、レースはよどみなく進んでいます。先頭
That's so weird. So fucking weird to see.
3番手には東海帝王、そして外目を突き出しては7番ゴールドシップ。大欅を越え4コーナーへ。勝負は最後の直線に持ち越された。まだ差がある。ここから先頭を捉える子は出てくるのか。ゴールドシティ前を狙っているぞ。さあ誰が最初に仕掛けるのか。ゴールドシティ2番手にしてゴールを見守る。最後のコーナー、最初に立ち上がったのはアグネスタキオン。突っ込んでくるゴールドシティ。栄光まで400、先頭はアグネスタキオン。変わらない。追い上げてくる子はまだ2馬身後ろ。抜け出したのはアグネスタキオン。だが後続も追いつられる。100を通過ゴールドシティ。並んできたゴールドシティ。
There we go. Good job, Gold City.
風に散ったんじゃない。自分の足でたどり着いたよ。
I was a little worried there because that was like not the best position for how I built them. Alright, who are we up against for that gold ship? A high power gold ship. Whoa, high stamina. That's really high stamina. And they both brought debuffs. Just want to take a picture of this first one. I caught some unique dialogue for first win. Okay, let's see. Two fights. At least 3, probably.
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。
8番メジロマックイーンと1番サイレンス鈴鹿、この2人が競り合っているぞ。現在最高峰は1番人気の
McQueen. One of those McQueens could be running in front. I'm sure.
終盤に期待です。
1番サイレンス鈴鹿、快調に飛ばして行きます。
No, I think it's just the Suzuka's.
およそ18馬身、先頭から後方まで隊列は縦長になっています。
仕掛けどころの難しいレースになりそうですね。
依然として1番サイレンス鈴鹿、続きました3番サイレンス鈴鹿、後ろ8番メジロマックイーン、2馬審査マヤのトップが5番手に2番メジロマックイーン、3馬審査東海帝王、2馬身3馬身開いてスーパークリーク、後ろキングヘイロー、ゴールドシチ、ここにいます。ゴールドシチ、果たしてどうでしょうか。
Not the best possible setup for them. I think they might be out of this one.
2番手は8番メジロマックイーン、大欅を越え4コーナーへ。さあいよいよ直線だ。どのタイミングで
Bad luck.
仕掛けるのか。まだ差がある。ここから先頭を捉える子は出てくるのか。じりじり詰める前のトップがまだ1馬身以上の差があるぞ。ここから捉えることができるのか。
この力で帝王伝説はここからだ。
最終コーナー、最初に駆け抜けてきたのは1番サイレンス鈴鹿、4着を切りました。外からキングヘイロー、
They're still fighting. They're still in it, I think. King Halo? King Halo, maybe? King Halo, yes! She didn't even use her thing. I was like, I think she's still on it if her ult goes on.
2着は1番サイレンス鈴鹿。
さすがキングでしょ。
Nice. Suzuka. Runaway. Oh, this was a front. Lower wit than I think I'm used to. And this was also, yeah, it was just a bunch of fronts, so tough one. Oh yeah, that's why it felt so weird. Okay, got it. Not the strongest set, I feel like. But again, I like that my group still has a chance. Bad mood and late start? Man. Some of these could be fronts.
先頭集団を見ていきましょう。さあ花に立ったのはダイバースカーレット。このままリードすることができるか。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは
Tail might still be in it.
第2コーナーを抜け向こう上面に入った。先頭はダイバースカーレット、単身で飛ばして行きます。続きました東海帝王、早くも激しい競り合い。そしてその後方にはメジロマックイーン、オグリーキャップ、外から行く少し離れて成田ブライアン、内を回ってゴールドシチ、キングヘイロー、並んでくる外からグラスワンダー、内を抜いて
Now it's a melee.
先頭を進みますが、これは正解でしょうか。
ダイワスカーレット、彼女の客室には合っていますね。
各馬娘一段となって団子状態の大混戦。
Some lucky procs here, and they're still in it, I think.
依然としてダイワスカーレット、
My backline team.
成田ブライアン、大欅を越え4コーナーへ。この直線で勝負が決まるぞ。まだ1馬身以上の差があるぞ。ここから捉えることができるのか。ゴールドシチ、道で様子を伺う。
There we go.
完璧ねえ、マウモミジと私鮮やかなのはどっち？
じりじり詰
I think Gold City's still in the game here.
この力で英雄伝説はここからだ。
Oh no, guys, don't do each other. King Halo, even, still in the game. But there's Gold City. Even got to see her special skill. High power grass. Not a lot of mid game skills even. And shooting star, man, slightly different. It's got speed, end game speed. Pace. This is an Excel, I think. Excel and speed. It was Daiwa front. Which skill is this? I don't even look familiar. Calm in a crowd. Interesting. High power team. Okay, gold chip.
注目の一番人気。
あいにくの雨が今スタートが切られました。各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
期待通りの結果を出せるか。一番人気ゴールド7、これから第2コーナーへかかっていきます。マルゼンスキー
Good so far. Won the first. This is the first ticket. Won the first 3. The first one was kind of iffy because the first couple were iffy. First one was like two gold chips. I was up against 2 gold chips, and they were like, the positioning was weird, but they managed to pull it out. And then second one was mostly front, like I had the only lates, I think, and they just, in Gold City, just barely pulled ahead on that one. Or no, wait, that was King Halo. Oh no, something happened where it was close, but the team managed to escape. But King Halo's got one. I think the only Teo doesn't have a win.
そしてゴールド7、1馬身離れて7番ゴールドチップ、大欅を越え4コーナーへ互いに足を溜めている展開。このまま直線での争いになるのか。ゴールド7、まだ抑えたままだ。さあ外から先頭にलगाうのは東海帝王。東海帝王、ここで抜け出したゴールド7、内で様子を伺う。
So far, it's been pretty good. Like, even if Gold City is like bad mood, doesn't get a good position, King Halo and Teo tend to feel, it feels like they've got a chance. So I like how it looks so far. Like that, the recurring theme, like, I just want to feel like in any lobby, my team has a shot. It's all winnable. Like, I don't expect them to win every match, especially when they finally get put up against a strong set of fronts. Or like another high wit Taishin, or maybe a gold ship. There we go. Now they all have a win. I did try to make a better Teo and Halo, but the stat lines just wouldn't come out. So, which just underscores like how lucky these two runs were, even the Gold City run. Because I tried putting in like a higher specialty priority. I think for Halo I tried putting in the higher specialty priority wit, and I don't know, things would just get screwed up. Like speed wouldn't show up on speed. Speed supports wouldn't show up on their stat. And similarly for Teo, I think I tried using a higher rate. I tried to use Pasa for a higher rate power card. Yeah, because she's like 70 instead of 50 or whatever for Hishiyama. But then the stat line got screwed up. Like, they just show up on power, they just showed up in power, which was fine, which might be fine for like the long CM, which worked out for Gold Chip because I did something similar. But for this, it's it doesn't work. Or I just have to get really lucky, I guess, that things balance. I like the variety of lobbies I've seen in the these four so far. I think one of them there was no fronts. It was all paces and lates. That's the one where things got screwed up, and I wasn't sure how it worked. There was like one where it was like mostly fronts. That's not unexpected, but it's scary. And then there have been lobbies like this where there's at least like a runaway Suzuka. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, well, I thought it was a runaway, probably. I like being able to see Gold City's skill go off, which I feel like has been more consistent with the higher wit version. I know it's an excel and speed, so if I see it go off, I know she's got a chance. Here comes Gold Ship, but can Gold City hang on? There we go. Yeah, that one of those first ones was kind of scary because they were, I think Gold City started forward, and so like nothing went off, and then but just at the last few strides she nosed ahead. Also, I'm enjoying seeing, like, after watching the show, I'm enjoying seeing Gold City have her day. Which sounds dumb, maybe, but I don't know, I like that. That is why I like running these characters. That is part of the motivation, the emotional motivation for running these characters that aren't necessarily top tier, top choice. Like, most popular from the anime. I don't have alternates to throw in this time, as it happens, because I spent all my time trying to get these to work. So I'll just run these. Oh no, that's not true. That's not 100% true. I have a Ogre, but Teo is definitely a little better than the Ogre. Like, with head-on, like, higher wit, Ogre is, like, just a little tougher to get. I could probably make a slightly better Ogre, but it would be, like, I need, like, a lot of luck to get skills to drop, because, like, Teo was very convenient, was also worked out. I found that because, her proficiencies, she starts out by default with only like 3 or 4 proficiencies, and it's like it's the obvious ones like turf, pace, and medium. So a lot of when she gets those skills in Unity, they tend to be the skills I want. Whereas Ogre has like 5 or 6. It's like, come on. Why can't you drop pace chaser corners instead of late surger or slick surge? Okay, this one should be interesting. Runaway Suzuka. Got Summer Maru. Taiki, another Maru. Got another Taiki back there too. And Rudolph hanging out, observing, taking notes. She's gonna fail, she's gonna expel somebody. Not the best position, but maybe. Especially coming around the corner, sometimes things get shaken up. Oh, right. Halo's too far up for a thing to go off. So if she's going to pull ahead, it'll be based on purely on stats. Stats and white skills. There we go. Didn't even have to use her skill. I like seeing her skill go off, just because, I don't know, it looks cool. But it's scary because I think you have to be, like, maybe 4th to 6th place. So if you're like, it's only nice to see it go off when you're in fighting spitting distance of the front. When you see it go off and she's like way back there, you're like, oh great. And that's interesting because Halo doesn't have as high wit as Gold City, only 700-ish. Runaway Suzuka, 666. Okay, I think, well, high power front, lower wit. It's kind of interesting. Taiki. I mean, not an unreasonable Taiki, I think. Maybe a little low in some of the stats, but not crazy. But yeah, I like this team. I like that I was able to put Halo in too. I've long wanted to have a team that featured Halo, and this worked out. Whoa, someone else brought Halo? And Agnes? Or Digital? Agnes Digital? I wouldn't mind losing to Bourbon. I like seeing Bourbon get her day. Except I don't think she had... Oh yeah, retired before. After the triple crown. After the classics. Some lucky procs for Gold City, and she might still be in the game. So yeah, like, I don't know. She might have a bad mood right now as well. But sometimes she doesn't make it. But I like that in general. She's not always sitting in the back, which was frustrating in those practice runs. Uh-oh. There goes digital. King Halo? Not too far forward. Oh! Yes! Okay, I need to look up what the conditions are. I think it might be like you have to be further back when it checks, and then like the wit check, I guess, happened later, or something like that. Because I think yeah, I think it's like I said, you have to be further behind for it to be eligible to use it. I love it. Feels so good to see that one go off. Normal mood. Let's see, it's 200 meters remaining, and you have to be. I think this means between the 4th and 6th. That's what I thought this means. Because I think she started behind and then moved forward. Now she's rushed, so she's not going to use her skill. If Halo has a chance, it'll be because she tried really hard. Okay, cool. They're moving up. Is that a Suzuka? Who is up front? No, they moved up too early. Halo sitting in second? What the? Must be a pace change. Digital must be running pace or something. I think she has A in pace and late. That's why it feels so weird. Alright, too late for Gold City's ability to go off. I think it happens on the final corner. But her stats are good enough that she could still, maybe no. Oh, Teo, yes. Let's see, who are we up against? Kind of like an average stat line. Like, wit's not super high. Digital's weird because I think her bonuses are like 8% to everything except guts. Oh, were they running late? They have pump. Forward march, that's a dirt skill. What the? Did pretty well. Gold chip running actual end. Okay, I see a Saiyan. This is like the first Saiyan Sky I've seen tonight. And I think I've seen at least one other ogre recap. Oh, Taishin? Okay. This is what the team was built to fight. And a gold ship. Both gold ship and Taishin both have skills that push them forward early. And the stat lines I was shooting for were intended to enable Gold City and King Halo to have a fighting chance. Gold City, or I mean Gold Ship, setting sail. Gold City's a little far from 6th spot, but let's see if she sneaks in. She's on the outside, not looking good there. Uh-oh. If anything's gonna happen, it'll be up to Halo. Can Halo do it? No, I don't. It's a little late, right? No! That's okay. I wanted to see Halo win just to stick it to her fellow member of that generation, but just bad luck. Like pretty solid. That's like a solid stat line, I think. Reasonable wit. I feel like if her thing had gone off, then she would have had that. I was like, ah, well, if it goes off, she has a chance. If it doesn't, I don't know. And if Gold City had, like, maybe been closer to the inside or hadn't gone so far outside or something. I think if I take this whole team and replay it, they'd have a chance. You guys would have a chance. I'm okay with that. Ooh, Fall Rudolph. I like how I initially went in doing my YOLO pulls on the Fall banner just with the intent of getting Rudolph, but walked away with Gold City, and I think I'm much happier for it. Fall Rudolph has that cool costume, and I think the animation is probably pretty cool, but I am much more enjoying Gold City. No, rushed. Oh man, it's one of these lobbies. There's no fronts. But that does mean even Halo should have a chance. I think that's the first Dober I've seen today. Okay, it might be up to Teo. Oh, tough one. No, I haven't done any yet. I'm going to wait for, I think it's start 4 more days when the Ogre banner shows up. Then I'll do all my pulls. I have enough. I have 30k, enough for one pity if necessary. But I'm planning to. I will probably pull on Ogre first, but I may still throw extra. I may still throw some premium pulls at Dober depending on how that goes. Just because. In the same way that I pulled for nature, I feel like that's a component of the late surger. Maybe not key, maybe it's not that key, but like it's desirable enough. Like the Rob Roy card, it's like too niche for me to really go for it. Even though it's like, you know, late surgers want to have access to an extra gold recovery in some of the longer races. And like, I'm kind of sober to the idea that Christmas Ogre is not just going to win out of the, it's not going to be like plug and play. So I know it'll take some work, but I don't know. Everyone had talked about it for so long. I feel like I should go for it. Okay, good. A runaway on Summermaru. There's a Taiki in the mix. Oh, cool. You don't see that Fukutaru too often, so hey, if that one wins, I'm not going to complain. Positioning is not bad. There we go. Teo should have a chance as well. There we go. Yeah. Even get to see King Halo go for it. But I think she's way too far back. I need to watch the autumn cutscenes, the festival cutscenes. I didn't watch them because I was really distracted between like doing all the event stuff. Okay, decent Summermaru. Shooting for victory. What was their third person? Taiki. The triangle or whatever. Oh, what was the stats on this guy? Oh. I don't know what the bonuses are for this, for Fukutaru here. See, cafe. I've had some cafes hand me some losses in room match. I wouldn't count them out. Same thing with TM Opera. Oh. This feels like it's a pace lobby, so anything can happen. They moved up too fast, I think. I looked away, to be honest, but looking at this. Halo moving up from the inside. Oh no. Halo clawing forward just based on stats alone. Because that was not a great position. Nice. Because I think she was outside. So, like, no one was next to her. Oh, that was a late Brian. A lot of stamina. And a gold recovery. Somehow had head on. Possibly. No, not even an inheritance. If I see head on, or like Brian, I think she also. Man, that's. Wait, head on, running late. Oh, man. Hurts my heart. And her default is pace. That's how I know that too. Cafe. Kind of like a high power cafe, but maybe a little low on speed. If I see head on someone with like a bunch of proficiencies, a pace chaser with a bunch of proficiencies, I'm like, wow, that's so lucky. I don't think I've ever seen, like in all my, like I use Teo and what's her face Top Gun specifically because I know I can get it without relying on the spirit bombs. I think I've seen Teo pick it up from Unity like a few times, but like Ogre, definitely not. This feels like it's probably a pace Top Gun. Oh, the president. Gotta watch out for Gold Ship and Taishin too.
8番マヤのトップガン先頭を進みますがこれは正解でしょうか。
8番マヤのトップガン、彼女の客室には合っていますね。
各馬娘一団となって団子状態の大混戦。
これだけ密集していると紛れがありそうですね。
大欅を越え4コーナー。
Not bad position for Gold City. Yeah, because I was like, they're bunched up. She's still in mid pack.
マウモミジと私鮮やかなのはどっち？
So I think her skill goes off like also between like 2 and 6.
2番手につけ様子を見守る。最後のコーナー最初に立ち上がったのはゴールドシティ。残り40分食い下がるキングヘイロー。ゴールドシティ
That has to be the final corner. So there's like a brief window where like if she's next to someone in that final corner, that's when I'm like, oh, maybe.
他の馬娘たちをねじ伏せレースを制した。勝ったのはゴールドシティ。ライバル
風に散ったんじゃない。自分の足でたどり着いたよ。
Gold ship. Not bad. Late president. I like seeing that the president's not here to debuff, personally. That was a front. Okay. Ran a late Top Gun. I'm scarred from the high wit Taishins that have smoked me in like not just this CM, but I know at least one other. Maybe it was not high wit, high power. It might have been another time, but like Taishins, every time I see one, I'm like. Yeah, I'm pleased with how this turned out because like sometimes they lose, but like it always feels like they're moving around. Things are happening. They're not just sitting in the back positions. I'm not just praying that they like pass a pace chaser falling behind. Definitely feel like the higher wit makes for a more dynamic visual, more dynamic action. Nature, probably here to debuff. I don't think I've seen an Ace Nature yet. Like, I think since we... definitely in the last few scenes. Same Sky, but she's not fighting anyone else. So I'm not sure, yeah. Okay, I'm seeing this guy pulling the head down. I would like to see Halo use her skill and beat this guy. Go away, Ryan. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yes. A vengeance. Not unreasonable. Not a bad Saiyan Sky. Not the strongest one I've seen, but not bad. Oh yeah, I'm like missing an S, but I was just looking at the skills. The skills and the stats. Ryan, not bad. Like this stat line's similar to Halo, my Halo. Just lower stamina and guts. This is like a weird, like, hybrid one, maybe? Because like, you don't see, like, all reds. I think the handful of times that I've tried to do, like, a dual roll, I just picked one or two skill. One or two debuffs. I definitely had a few practice rounds where Halo, like if Saiyan Sky had a bad day, even with everyone with great mood, Saiyan Sky like just didn't roll well on something, and Halo rolled well, she could pull ahead against a strong Sky. But it isn't like super consistent. So I know she can win, even against a strong one.
が熾烈になりそうですね。
注目のゴールドシティ、少し後方に位置取りましたね。
この位置なら周囲の様子を伺います。冷静にレースを進めてますね。
サイレンス鈴鹿快調に飛ばしていきます。さあ離れていったのはサイレンス鈴鹿。このままリードすることができるか。先頭から大きく離されて
Taiki's still make me nervous, just because they have definitely handed me defeats in practice.
サイレンス鈴鹿まだリードをキープしています。続きましたマルゼンスキー2馬身3馬身開いて東海帝王2馬身離れて大気シャトル5番手にアグネスタキオン1馬身差メジロライアン1馬身離れてゴールドシティ内から行くキングヘイローさらにライスネイチャーゴールドシティ果たしてどうでしょうか。
馬場状態を確認しながら走っている感じですね。まだ本気ではないですよ。
Not the best position for Halo and Gold City. Let's see where they are and around here. Not great, but Halo at least is closer to the inside. That's a little far for Halo to close, but still, I feel like possible. I like seeing someone pass by in the skill screen. Did pass Taiki, so it would have been, even if Teo had trouble. Halo was ready. No, lower wit Taiki. A not unreasonable Marozensky. Maybe, I think. At least the stats look okay. No, no groundwork. Yeah. Whoa, high power, like this one got swole. Rushing Gale. In body and mind. This yeah. I don't know, man. Not packing out for... No, at first I was like, where are all the debuffs? But this looks like it was intended to run. Okay.
出走登録する馬娘を3人選んでください。勝つよ、みんなと。1番人気6番ゴールドス
Next set of 5.
足元悪い雨の
At least these go by fast.
スタートです。
Late start. No.
スタートを切りました。
みんな集中してましたね。
I think late starts also negate her ability.
待機シャトルライスシャワーこれから第2
I could be wrong.
かかっていきます。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気ゴールドスチー
Whoa, no fronts. It's KO. That's actually not a great spot for her.
シンボリルドルフ向こう正面に入って先頭からしんがりまでおよそ10馬身花を奪っていたのは東海帝王2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは待機シャトルさらにはライスシャワー4番手シンボリルドルフ5番手アグネスタキオンその後から
Like if that Taiki is reasonably strong, I think she'll overtake coming around the final corner.
東海帝王先頭を進みますがこれは正解でしょうか
かかってしまっているかもしれません。息を入れるタイミングがあればいいですが。
各馬娘一段となって
I don't see Fukutaru, even that one, too often, so if she turns out to be the winner, I'm not going to complain.
続いてゴールドスチー待機シャトル並んでくる
Wow, second place City.
勝負は最後の直線に持ち越されたまだ差があるここから先頭を捉える子は出てくるのかゴールドスチー前を狙っているぞさあ外から
But she was on the outside.
ゴールドスチー外で足を止めています最終コーナーを曲がって最初に立ち上がったのは東海帝王残り400外を回っていったのはゴールドスチー突っ込んでくるゴールドスチーキングヘイロー並びかけてきたキングヘイロー強烈な追い
I like how Halo just fought her way back into this. Honestly, anytime I see a late start or a rush, I write off Halo, kinda, mentally. No, that's not entirely true. I know she can come back, it's just I set my expectations a little lower.
見事大きな一勝を手にしました2着
Good for you, Halo. Has Digital's thing. I think it's it's like the president's skill. Just I think a little less potent. Wow, that's a lot of recovery. Interesting. That's a lot of stamina. Oh, but has debuffs.
実力を見せてあげる
注目の一番人気
Uh-oh, I saw 2 Tachyons.
さあゲートが開いた各馬娘綺麗に
Tachyons might be here to debuff Gold Ship.
先行争いは7番マルゼンスキー
I'll
5番
keep
アグネスタキオン
a wary eye on
こ
Gold
れから
Ship.
第2コーナーへかかっていきます注目のゴールドスチー少し後方に位置取りましたね
この位置なら周囲の様子を伺います。冷静にレースを進めてますね。
7番マルゼンスキー快調に飛ばしていきます向こう正面に入って
See, Valentine Bourbon is supposed to be later this year as well. And that'll be the first time that I probably even entertain having a front. Because I think she's supposed to have like half of the front meta kit as part of her innate skills. If not more, if not a higher percentage of it. What the hell? First place Halo.
かかり気味かもしれないです。一息つけるといいですが。
What happened to the fronts, man? It's in the name. Oh no! Show your strength, Halo. Don't let the old lady bully you out. Oh, Gold Chip making a play here. That was weird. I might have to go and look at that one again later just to see like what was going on. Okay, Fluke's team. Fluke had this Maru, which slides only for runners ahead when not in the lead. Okay. Dominator. Makes sense. Well, I was asking myself, like, was there, like... okay. I think maybe Goldchip just had, like, a good position. Like, the stats don't scream at me like, oh, of course. And even the skills don't scream at me that, like, this was the... Well, I was thinking, like, oh, was it a gold ship plus 2 debuffers? Like a gold ship with, you know, with excels and counting on gold ship moving up early, that sort of thing. No, this is a weird lobby. High power ogre, but not a lot of skills. Yeah, Gold City was nice. It's like, oh, okay, you can have this one, Halo. As long as you cover me when I have trouble later. Gold ship, okay.
1番人気は9番ゴールドシチ。
足元悪い雨の
After being scarred by that Taishin, anytime I see someone with a skill that pushes them forward early, I'm like, oh no, we gotta watch out. That could be a Daiwa running pace. Gold City's rushed, but I think she has enough stamina that she's not totally out of it. Ah, Gold Ship putting up a fight there. Ooh, okay. And she hasn't even used her skill yet. Nah, they're close enough together. Gold City can still fight. Halo 2. Okay. She's still in the fight. Yes. Honestly, I was just enjoying King Halo fighting, both King Halo and Gold City fighting their way forward after like a nail-biting mid-game there. I think that makes, I don't know, something about the way the stat lines have worked out and in these lobbies, that's entertaining to watch. That's like pretty, like high power, low wit, but like, those are good stats. Like this would have been a great stat line for the long CM. Like a little lacking on skills, but the stats would have been like, ooh, okay. High power Ogre. Ooh, kind of a balanced Ryan. I think she has a fighting chance in general, just at least with these stats. One Rising Dragon. A little lacking like in mid-game skills, in the sense that like just comparing like the way I was building before to the team I have right now, like with a few more mid-game skills, would give me some trouble. Because I think there's still like an interesting trade there, like with that video you shared. I think there's still an interesting trade in general, who you get paired with in a match. In like if you take the higher power build, like you're not out of it. I think you still have a chance. It's just the positioning has to be more favorable. And like if there are no fronts, then it's even more favorable, like you have an even better chance. So I think a high power build with like a decent number of mid-game skills would still give me problems. Okay, I see a lot of people who are normally pace. Dober. It's been a couple of days. We might see some scary Dobers. And a gold ship. It feels like these tachyons are here to run, and not just dump debuffs. Okay, Halo's not totally out of this. A bunch of stuff stacking for Gold City, that's not bad. It's probably as good a set of procs as she can expect to get. And we gotta watch out for Gold Ship here. Ooh, Tachyon moving up too. Let's see. There's Gold Ship with a Tachyon. Now here to run. Wait, whose team was it? Recon. No debuffs. I was thinking like, oh, was the intent to have Gold Ship be the backliner and then like have Tachyon debuff her? Nimble, like speed's on the lower end, but nimble, curvature, has some pressure. That's a long skill. Oh, and it's a long S. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You did pretty well.
足元悪い雨の中、東京レース場芝2000スコーピオハイ9人のさあゲートが開いた。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
先行争いは9番オグリーキャップ、
It's another pace lobby.
1番オグリーキャップ、これから第2コーナーへかかっていきます。期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気ゴールドシチ、先頭集団を見ていきましょう。9番オグリーキャップ、早くも先頭に躍り出た。先頭から大きく離されて2番手は成田ブライアン、2コーナー回って向こう上面。9番オグリーキャップ先頭に立ちました。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのは成田ブライアン、
Halo
その
Rush.
後ろ東海帝王、
Alright.
その外並んでライスシャワー。5番手
But it should be compressed enough that she can come back.
ゴールドシチ、グラスワンダー並びかけてきた。1馬身離れてピングフェイロ、そしてその内から行ったのはゴールドシップ。意気揚々と先頭を行きます。9番オグリーキャップ、どうでしょうこの展開。
ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。一息つけるといいですが。
各馬娘一段となって団子状
Taya could still be in it from 4.
現在1番手は9番オグリーキャップ、大欅を越え4コーナーへ。
完璧ねえ、マウモミジと私鮮やかなのはどっち？
先頭は見合ったまま、果たして抜け出すのは誰だ。ゴールドシチまだ抑えたままだ。ゴールドシチ外で足を溜めています。じりじりとゴールドシチ、ゴールドシチここで抜け出した。
Might have to just be all Gold City. Okay, wait, here we go.
最終コーナー、最初に立ち上がったのはゴールドシチ。平行まで400。ゴールドシチ
Halo still fighting with some late excels and regular skills. Nice. 圧巻の走りでレースを制した。勝ったのはゴールドシチ。ライバルに打ち勝ち見事。
風に散ったんじゃない。自分の足でたどり着いたよ。
Oh, another long CM person. You know, that's fair. Holidays, they prioritize the right thing. Okay. I'll do the last ticket. This is more for like... Oh, I already did all of them. Okay. Well, then that's it. Alright, let's look at the stats. Pretty good, considering. I'm happy with that stat, with that placement rate so far. Teo also doing surprisingly well. For being not like, this is not like the best pace that I've seen, but she's doing okay. And you know what, I like that Halo 30, 15, 45. I like that Halo is just in the mix a lot, which is what I've seen in practice runs where like she didn't win a whole lot, but she was often in the game, on the podium. So I like seeing that too. Especially even just like with the like kind of average win. Yeah, I thought I had one more to go, but okay. I think on the night, I want to say there was only one lobby where I was like, oh yeah, this was clearly a strong lobby. Which is not to say that they're bad players or anything, but like I'm thinking of like where are the scary like the crazy Saiyan skies, the crazy Taishins. I think I ran into that one Saiyan sky, which wasn't even crazy. It was just like, oh yeah, this is a strong one, or a reasonably strong one, not the strongest one I've seen that I saw in a room match. So we'll see tomorrow. I briefly entertained the thought of logging on when the thing refreshes, but I'm not even sure I'll be home. So we'll see. Just to see, because like if all the sweaty tryhards log on, how where are they putting in? I was just curious. And how'd that turn out? Yeah, we'll see we'll definitely see in round 2. But I'm happy with this so far. I think in general, my assessment that like I'm going to have a chance with anything I run into. I think that's holding so far. Won't necessarily win the finals or win that one match where it all matters, but I like feeling like it's going to be an entertaining watch. I have a chance. I feel like the effort was rewarded. I can't complain. Alright, well I'll let you get back to it and I'll hit you up tomorrow.